Again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here again with our class. Uh, Today we shall talk about what we call trading using support and resistance. How you trade using support and resistance. Remember, support and resistance is the master of the game in what you call technical analysis. Technical analysis, you must understand. When you're doing technical analysis, you must understand what you call the power of the support and resistance. So, what is support and resistance? Those are the points where the market bounces. When it is going up, it bounces and goes up. When it is going down, it bounces, then goes down. So, if you can be able to understand those points and how to find them, you'll be able to make some good profits. So there are a lot you can learn in trading. You can learn trend lines, you can learn support and resistance, you can use to trade, you can learn to trade using candlesticks, and a lot more information. So that is why we bring these lessons for you to be helpful for you. So you can learn all that knowledge that when you get onto the chart, you get to see how to use different skills, indicators. You can use support and resistance, you can use candlestick to analyze. All of those, they combine together to give you a good picture. So today I want to talk about support and resistance, and I show you how you can trade them. So when you are trading support and resistance, you must make sure that you get the area to focus on. Get your chart, and that you get the area to focus on when you want to take your entry. Again, when you want to get a good clear picture or the good information, you must make sure that you have good time frame that you are considering. In this case, I normally consider 1 day time frame. Then after doing those support and resistance levels, you can turn to what? To the lower time frame. So when you use 1 hour or 1 day time frame, you can see this is how our chart will look like. This is how our chart will look like that. So we have our candlesticks, we have our RSI, it is okay. There we are good to go. So when you want to trade, you get your coin. Let me see if I can get any coin. Let's see if I can get acro. Let's see if it brings. If not, you can continue with what we have already. It will also work for us. So you can get any coin. I had to create a watch list the other time. But make sure you go back and follow the video if you did not, or if you're not getting what it is. This is TradingView app. You can use it to do your analysis, and then you take good entries in trade, and then you're good to go. So let us find any other coin. Let us use anti, and this is it. I want it to bring candles. So you just consider 2 points in a bigger time frame, 1 day and 4 hours at least. That's not good to make it at 1 hour or less. No, it is good at 1 day, and then you're good to go. So this is the graph. This is our graph for 1 day time frame on anti. So when you want to do support and resistance, you consider the points. And area. For example, when you want this area from here, like this is our area, you consider the points where the market went lowest and where it went the highest. Those are the points you consider first. Okay, so when I bring again, I squeeze again, I will show you. For example, if you want to consider this area here, you will consider this lowest point and this highest point. So that is where your focus will be. So after identifying that, you come and tap on this on this pencil here. When you tap on the pencil, you go to shapes. When you go to shapes, geometric shapes, you can see it is here, it is here, it is here, geometric shapes. And then you choose these triangles. That is what will help us to do what? To get our support and resistance done very well, perfect and clearly, so that you're good to go. So after doing that, you see it is already steered, you just tie it. It is already steered, you just come here in favorites, come here and tap on pencil, remove them. I will remove them, just a minute, so that I can remove these lines. It's not what we are talking about. We shall talk about them next time, not today. So just tap on pencil and then come on favorites. As you can see, we need our triangle here. So we need our triangle. You bring it. So after bringing it, you already have your area where I want to focus on. And this is, let's say, the lowest point. You call it a lower low in the area that you want to focus on. So you tap on it and you tap on the wick of the candle where the candle stopped. Okay, you tap on it and then the candle forms. Then you do the area of value, where the board of candle, the board of candle stopped forming. That is our area of value. So that is our support, major support in the market. So when you squeeze the market, you see this is our major support. So if that is your area, if you want to focus on this area here, you just draw here on that area which you want to focus on. For example, that is the lowest point. So you come and again do the same thing on the most high, or the most highest point. Sorry for this, but I'll try to do this so that I can see very well. So just come and bring another rectangle at the last highest point where the wick stopped, and then you stop on where the board of candle closed, like that. So that is our area of resistance. So meaning that the market started here, here like this. It started here and then it pushed up this resistance level, and then it has to pull down. It pulled back and then pushed here. So that is how you consider support and resistance. And when you look at the background, you can see where that market resisted. The market has been already there before. So because it repeats itself. So if it breaks support and resistance, it forms another support and resistance. So after doing that, you must make sure that you also find another point. You find another point. For example, this is also another good support here, where the candle stopped here, and then it did what? It stopped where the body closed. So that is also our support, and we also draw another resistance up. Another resistance can be, we can consider this, right? So consider that where the wick stopped and where the body closed. So that is also another support that we have. All right. So after doing that, you also, did we have another? Did our previous support remain? So must make sure that you mark those points. I want us to mark them all so that we can Yes, on the question where the body closed. So we have our 4 areas. So you can consider that. You can consider those areas so that you can see. So make sure the time frame it is in 1 day. 1 day here as you can see. So after doing that, you come over here on time frame and you go to lower time frame. 4 hours or 1 hour. 4 hours or 1 hour. So you can see. This gives you a good clear picture. You see all our points which we made. The market bounced and then went up, or it bounced and went down. For example, this was our for example, as you can see, if you go back to 1 hour time, 4 hours actually when you go to 4 hours, actually this is it. This is it. Very, very good example. This was the point of entry because the candle closed in and then you wait for the green candle to close above the resistance angle. You see here, it was a bearish try to break the resistance, but the buyers came in, they bought. So the candle closed above this area. The candle closed above this area, this one. There I can take entry. Even if it represses, it come again and hit this point so that it can push down. I don't know if you get my point. So you just consider the candle that crosses on the here on the outside the resistance. So when it crosses outside on the green candle, next green candle, you take your you take your entry, and then you can take the next to the next point. That is 10%. You can see that resistance 10%. So that 10%, you just set 10%, and we just go to robot and set 10%. Then when it hits it, the robot will close your trades automatically in the wallet. That is how it is. So now that is it. You can check different time. You can check different entries. You see when it came here, here it bounces and went down, but from here it pushed until it hit that resistance, and then it has to retrace down, as you can see. So there's also a good entry here. If you can be able to monitor. You see the candle is trying to form green candle. So when the candle crosses here, up here, green candle, you take your entry and then you set your percentage, which is around, let me measure and see. Let me try to measure and see. You see, when the candle closes there, you wait for the green candle and then take your entry. From there up to here, that is close 10%, 10.5%, and you're good to go. Remember, even you see the RSI, it is in your favor here. Sorry, just a minute. 10%. That's a very, very good thing. Now you see even the RSI down here, it is pointing down and still below. So you see here it is already showed you the signal. So the market will retrace up to this level, then it will push down. That is how you can determine what support and resistance. So when you go back to when you go back again, you can see always these points here. When market hit here, hit this region, because it was a major support, it retraces and go back before it pulls down. All right. So if someone entered there, they made a percentage. Let me try to measure again so that we can see before we go to another coin. So you see this coin closed under this candle, closed above the resistance line, and then the green candle formed. That was a good entry. So you enter from there and you take just your percentage from there up to here, that is almost 9.6%. All right, so this support and resistance is very, very key if you decide to trade using it. So this was also another support which was good for the entry. You see the RSI down, then the candle tried to break but it didn't. Then the buyers came in and pushed the candle, green candle. When you see the green candle forming above the support and resistance, meaning that it will not break it. So you just take your entry and then you leave in the next buy here, in the next what? Resistance. So you take profit here. Then here also it is another way of point of entry. You can also wait for the green candle to close above what? Above the support. Then you can wait for the green candle, take your entry and take that percentage. For example, if someone entered here after the closing above the what? The area of support and pushed here, that was 5%. If you waited and pushed up to here, that is almost 23%. Okay, that is support and resistance. Let us see any other coin again so that we can also get. Let us look at sushi. You also give us the, okay, this is it. Then you go to your 1 day time frame to get what? The solid trend. You go to 1 day and get the solid trend. This is also a very good trade. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that is 1 day time frame. So what you do, you consider these key points. You bring your rectangle and you get, let us consider this, the lowest point in the market, and this, that is the first support. Then we bring also another area. We draw here our area of support here.